Hi folks, we have here what's called a Quantum Edge HD. This chair has a 450-pound weight capability. This is the heavy-duty power chair from Pride Mobility Quantum Department. This chair, folks, has 50 miles, so that's about 2 or 3 months of usage. If someone uses their chair daily, they're going to put about 25 miles a month on their chair. So this one has 50 miles, so use about 2 or 3 months. It does have the 12-inch seat lift, the tilt, the recline, and the electric feet, okay? All the functions on this chair have to be worked through the joystick right here. So you would go to the button on the left side, the same button that you turn the power on, you would keep going forward until you see a picture of your seat in the screen. So if I go forward one more time, right now I see a picture of the seat. You only want the cushion right here yellow, nothing else yellow but the bottom cushion, that would be the seat lift. If that cushion is not yellow and you want the seat lift, you have to change the colors by moving the joystick sideways like this. So right now I can go up and down because the cushion is yellow. So if I go back, you'll see the seat lift start going up. When the seat is down, it's about 22 inches. If you add the 12 inches to the seat lift, you'll be at 34 inches by the time it's all the way up, okay? So there goes your seat lift here. The nice thing about the seat lift, you will be eye level with someone. Also, you can drive this chair with the seat elevated, folks. If you watch right here, I'm going to put it in drive. Go to 4, and you'll see you can drive really good with the seat elevated, okay? Let's look at the base while we have the seat elevated. So you can see the armature right here for the seat lift. The actuator is actually here for the seat lift. As you can see, it's a mid-wheel drive. So what that means, your drive wheel is in the middle. With a mid-wheel drive, you're always going to have a swivel wheel on the ground in front and a swivel wheels on the ground in the back, because when you go in a circle, these wheels will turn like this as you go in a circle, okay? So you have an anchor point here, an anchor point. You have 4 of these around the chair. This is where you secure your chair if you transport this chair. You have this suspension right here. You have 4 of these suspension all around the chair, okay? So if I pull down, you'll see the back suspension. And if you hear any squeaking, it comes from the suspension. There's nothing we can do about that. Sometimes the suspension have a little bit of squeak to them, but it doesn't come from the motor because you can, oh, there you go. That's from the suspension. You also have a heavy-duty motor for each wheel. These motors, folks, are 4 brushes. They're heavy-duty motors. They're connected directly to the wheel. There's no chain, no belt. It's direct to the wheel, folks, okay? These tires are 14-inch. They're non-marking tires. They're not going to mark your floors. Same with the back and the rear tires, okay? So that's pretty much the base for here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back it up a little bit. And we're going to go now back to the picture of the seat. Now we're going to bring the seat down. As the seat's going down, let me tell you about this right. This is called a swing away joystick. I took the joystick from here and I brought it all the way over here. This is good if you want to get close to a dining table without having to hit your joystick or having to raise the arm, okay? This is called a swing away joystick. If you're left-handed, we can put the joystick on the left side with no problem. So I'm going to put it back here. Now we're going to switch over. We're going to put the bottom and the back yellow, and we're going to go back, and that's going to be your tilt. The tilt is when the bottom goes back. So the bottom, if the bottom goes back, it's going to take the legs and the back as they're all connected together. Also, this is very good if you want to relieve pressure off your bottom, pressure off your back. You want to have circulation in your legs. That's a really good way to help with anything you need to do. The next thing I'm going to do is just to show you that these legs right here will go all the way up to the ceiling almost. So this is a little extreme, but I want to show you how much you can get circulations. Now remember, this chair is a large seat right now, but we can adjust this chair to your size. If you're 400 pound or you're 300 pound or you're 200 pound, you want this chair, we can modify the seat, make them smaller, larger, and all that. So look at that. That's a little extreme, but I want to show you. But if you're halfway tilted, so let's just say you only go halfway, like here. Your feet are still higher than your body, okay? We're going to leave the feet up. And I'm going to show you something else here. So the next feature is called the electric recline. The electric recline is just the back going back by itself, okay? Nothing else is moving on the chair but the back going back. This is called the electric recline. Okay? So you can see this is what it would look like if you're laying down. And if you transfer from the side, you can raise the arms up like I just did, and this little pad right here can move, and you can just transfer from the side. Okay? Also, this chair has arm support. You can see the support right here. If you didn't have that, for example, you could push on the arm and get some play in it. But with this here, what that does, you can push as hard as you want. So these are additional to this chair. They're called arm support. Okay? So we're going to bring the seat. We're going to bring the, I get it right here. We're going to bring the back up and the feet down. I'm doing the back yellow and the feet yellow. I'm doing two options at once. The legs are coming down, the back is coming up. If you're outside, leave those legs out a little bit so you have a little more room under there. There's plenty of room on this one. So I'm going to just do the back now so the back comes up to driving position. There we go. Now I'm going to put it back in drive. So remember, this is a mid wheel, so you can see it turns on its own length. Watch. If I put it in the middle of the room, you see the wheels swivel in the front and the back? It turns in its own spots. So that's what you look like. That's what it would look like in your house. Now the front of the chair, the seat is 23 by 22. 23 wide, 22. It's a large seat on here. As I said, we can change the cushion. We can make it bigger, smaller. We have a safety belt. You have calf pads. These foot plates can be flipped up. And when you exit the chair, these can go all the way up to here, all the way down. Matter of fact, let me show you. So if I push them in, so when you exit the chair, okay, there's nothing in front of you. Also, you could raise the seat up and you can exit the chair a lot easier with the seat raised up, okay? So I just want to show you that also. We're going to put it back in drive. Also, this chair right here, there's a little button. If I click it, you have headlights and you have tail lights. You can see the headlights and the tail lights on both sides. Headlights, and you can see your tail lights right there. So you have headlights and tail lights from the factory. You also have an adjustable headrest, fully adjustable, and you can also, if you don't need it, you can remove it. Fully adjustable. I'm going to put it a little bit higher, I guess. When you charge, well, you also have, like I mentioned earlier, you also have lateral pads. What these do right here, these pads, they keep your knees from buckling out and your feet from coming off the foot plate. It keeps your knees together so your feet stay on the foot plate. These foot plates also, folks, on this chair can also go out a little bit more. So there's a gap right here of 2 inches. We can give you an extra inch so we can have the foot plate on both sides go out an inch. So that would be an extra 2 inch between. So you get twice the gap. If you wanted to, they can be moved away and give you more room for your feet. When you charge the batteries in this chair, you take your charger and you plug it right below here, like all chairs. Most chairs will plug like this. And then as soon as the light goes from orange to green, you're fully charged. These chargers know when the batteries are full. When the batteries are full, the charger will stop charging. So let's recap. We're going to turn the lights off. So this is a Quantum Edge HD. It has a 450-pound weight capability. It has the 12-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric feet. 4 electrical functions. It has 50 miles, so it was used 2 or 3 months. Solid tires all the way around. It has a large 23 by 22-inch seat. It has the swing away joystick. It has the reinforced arm. It has the lights from the factory, the suspension all the way around, the solid tires, the lateral knee pads right here, the adjustable headrest, and the safety belt. So this chair, folks, is fully loaded, and it's ready to go. So this is the Quantum Edge HD. This is the chair with 450-pound weight capability. It has built-in brakes, so if I let go of the joystick, you'll see it. It'll brake within a few feet. It has electromagnetic brakes. You can use the joystick as a gas pedal. This chair has 4 speeds. I can go to speed number 1. If I go back to speed 1, There we go. This would be speed 1 right here, okay? If I want to go to speed 2, I can go to speed 2, speed 3, speed 4, or I can leave it on speed 4 and just use this as my gas pedal. And if I just move it forward a little bit, you can see it barely moves. Or I can go all the way down, it'll go about 4.5 miles an hour. This chair does not go 5.5 like a lot of chairs because it has the HD motors. So they're not built for speed, they're built for torque and power. Now these heavy duty chairs, sometimes you will hear squeaking. That comes from the shocks. Nothing we can do about that. You can spray them with WD-40, but this one's not too bad. But after you have it, if it does squeak, it's only coming from the shocks. If you're sitting in a chair and you're not moving, it's squeaking, it's the shock, it's not the motors. Bad driver. So it does have plenty of power in the grass. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to elevate the seat so you can see the seat elevated, and you can see me driving the seat elevated. So there goes your seat elevation now. If you're going to drive this chair with the seat elevated, you know, really nice surface is recommended. The nice thing about this chair, it'll still drive 2 or 3 miles an hour with the seat elevated. So as soon as we get the seat all the way up there, we'll turn it back on and get it to drive. I think we're almost there. We're going to put it back on speed 4. So you can see if you're in the house, you don't need to go this fast in the house, but you can see how it moves. Here you go, watch. 3 miles an hour. So this chair will move at 3 miles an hour with the seat elevated. So remember, this is a heavy duty chair with seat lift, tilt, recline, electric legs. The seat will not go up if the back is too reclined. So remember that. The back has to be forward like it is now. The seat will not go up because they don't want you too far back and changing the weight on the system. So if the seat's not going up, bring your back forward a little bit and then it'll start going up. This is the Quantum Edge HD. Total weight capability is 450. Heavy duty motors, 6 wheels on the ground. Just a nice power chair. Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you and have a wonderful day.